So game one of the second round between the Bucks and the Celtics served as a nice little reminder that the Bucks are the current NBA champions.
And clearly don't need Chris Middleton.
Damn, need is a strong word. No. But yeah, this game, I wouldn't say they don't need him. Like, I know you're exaggerating, but like,
I definitely am.
It shows that like they got this. They got this. Giannis got this. And on top of that, maybe, I'm not saying they don't need him, but maybe at least against these opponents, the Celtics, Middleton may not be as crucial as some of us might have suspected.
No, he definitely is going to be crucial, man. What helped out was a couple things. Some people stepped up. Giannis doing what a superstar does, that even though he had an off shooting night, he still affected the game in other ways. He rebounded the ball. He got his teammates involved with the assists, and obviously was a presence on the defensive end.
You got that triple dub.
Exactly, man. Other players taking advantage. The Bucks, they're a big team. Bobby Portis, he stepped up.
Also got that.
What?
Oh, he got double.
Yeah, he got that double. Jrue Holiday, he stepped up.
Also got a double.
Wesley Matthews, he didn't have that much of a good game if you look at the box score, but he played really good defense. And yeah, man. And for the Celtics on the other side, man, like, bro, man, like, what the fuck, like, outside of Horford, man, like, where the fuck were you, Jayson Tatum? Where the fuck were you, Jaylen Brown?
They were looking like the Celtics that I have been preaching about for like the last 2 years, and it's like the inconsistent Celtics, the non-clutch Celtics, meaning that like a lot of times in high pressure games they sometimes disappear. Like, you don't know what kind of Celtics team you're gonna get, especially with Tatum and Brown. But I did say in last series, like, I think they might have washed this out. You know what I mean? So either this game might serve moving forward as like, oh no, they're still that Celtics team, and the next round they were just like, it's a good matchup for them, or this is just like, a wash away game. We'll forget about it, and then they'll come back into like
they just looked off, man. Like Tatum looked more frustrated than usual. I know there was like a tangle up towards like the end of the game, and if it wasn't for Horford stepping in there, he would have gotten a tech.
And he can't afford that.
No, man, you cannot afford it, man. I was a little bit disappointed in Tatum, man. I was expecting, cause shit, I've said this over and over again. If Tatum has a horrible first half, you better watch the fuck out in the second half, because Tatum's the type of player that
he has done that a lot.
he throws a donut, to give you an example, for the first half, and he'll pop like 50 on your ass in the second half. He's like that type of player. I was kind of expecting that, but it clearly didn't happen. But anyways, let's talk.
What I do want to say is we didn't do a series preview prediction for this before any of the second round series.
Yeah, I think we're doing the same thing that we did for the first round series.
For each first game reaction that we do for a respectful series, we'll give our series prediction moving forward. And one thing I did have before game one, before any of this one started, was that for this series, Giannis will have to step up. But bigger picture is that this series could go down as like Giannis's LeBron series. And I've seen other media people talk about it, but like, I was like, man, I thought about that before y'all fucking got on it. But it's like, Giannis can literally use this series as an example of him carrying the team, like legit carrying it. And if he does that for this series, that'll be one of those important series as part of his legacy. You know what I mean? Like LeBron has had that with like versus Detroit, versus the Raptors. Or LeBron's had a couple.
He owns Toronto.
Yeah, for real. LeBron's
there's a city named that of Toronto.
So Giannis can legit use this series as that. And before this game even went down, I have the Bucks winning it. Although I was a little like on the fence because the Celtics have been doing so well. This game one kind of makes me a little less confident in that. However, it's also just game one, so we won't put too much thought into that.
Too much.
But two, Giannis is doing what we wanted him, and I would even say expected him to do, which is like be that guy and carry this team. I mean, you are fucking 6'11". I was about to say 6'10". 6'11". You got wide ass reach. Just get all your little guys, and just fucking lift him up and just take him to the next round.
And what's scary as fuck with Giannis, we started seeing this towards the conference finals, especially in the finals last year. How improved and how confident he is in that mid-range, that further along mid-range, man. He's shooting it, no hesitation whatsoever, and man, he's making them.
He is making them.
I'm like, I'm like, bro, like the game plan for Giannis is like make a wall in the paint and make him a shooter.
The game plan is just praying that he
misses,
or has a cold night. Just be like, before every game, just like get in the huddle and just be like, okay, basketball gods, please let Giannis Antetokounmpo have a bad game, and that's all you can really do. But also, okay, here's another LeBron comparison. Damn, now that I think about it, there is a lot of LeBron comparisons because he will, as of now, looking as the next face of the NBA for now, before Luka or Ja takes over. But
okay.
But LeBron did the same thing. LeBron's biggest criticism when he was in the league for a few years was his mid-range, his outside shooting, period. Arc, like 3-point, all that.
Yeah.
And what did he do? LeBron's game aged like fine wine. I have never seen such a big guy whose like primary game for like a good amount of years was driving in, easy post-ups, layups, dunks, just forcing his strength and body and miraculously body template to his advantage, to then this man's wet from the three now. Like he steps up to the three, there's a good chance that the defender will step up, because now you're like, oh, he could make this. And then over time, especially over the last 3 years, started shooting it from the logo, close to the logo, you know what I mean?
No,
and
absolutely.
I have never seen a guy of his size and his ability from the early years, his style transition so smoothly to oh, what the fuck, this big guy can shoot now, you know what I mean? You expect it.
Some crazy.
And now
shit.
Giannis is doing the same thing, and I'm wondering if Giannis takes some of that from LeBron, you know what I mean? Because he's watching, he grew up watching LeBron, and he's watching footage of all NBA players, including LeBron. So yeah, if you want to have a good longevity in the NBA, learn to shoot. Ja.
Ja is already a better shooter than the player that most people compare him to, Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
And even Dwayne Wade.
Yeah. We'll see about when that happens. But let's go a little bit deeper further and let's do some BTD stats times on what went.
All right, y'all see the the scorecards. Let's start with Giannis Antetokounmpo dropping 24 points plus 23 on the floor, 2 blocks, 12 assists, 13 rebounds, 6 of 11 from free throw, 0 of 2 from 3, 9 of 25 field goal, and he also did have 5 turnovers. So yes, was it the best game from Giannis? Hell no. But
it's not all about shooting.
Yeah, and he did do enough to balance out the misses and the turnovers. Mm-hmm. Then Bobby Portis, 15 points plus 11 on the floor, 1 steal, 1 assist, 11 rebounds. And Jrue Holiday, 25 points minus 3 on the floor, 5 assists, 10 rebounds, 3 steals. And then Connaughton off the bench, providing a nice little boost, bless you, with 8 points plus 10 on the floor, 1 assist, 1 steal, 5 rebounds. And I just want to shout out Carter, because while he had 7 points, he ended up with plus 25 on the floor while also providing 1 steal, 1 rebound. And yeah, as long as everybody else on the Bucks keeps doing their thing. And if you guys look at Lopez only had 6 points, while he also did have 10 rebounds and 1 steal, 3 blocks. He was 0 for 2 from 3. Lopez has won a good game. That's also a scary problem for the Celtics.
This wasn't necessarily a crazy great game
from the Bucks.
For the Bucks. Obviously, Jrue Holiday stepped up.
And they still won by 12
Bobby Portis stepped up.
That's the crazy part.
But yeah, I'm not too scared, because you're going to see the stats for the other team. Their 2 stars didn't do particularly that good either.
Let's hop to the Celtics. Jayson Tatum with 21 points, minus 8 on the floor, 3 turnovers, 2 steals, 6 assists, 6 rebounds, 4 of 9 from the 3, 5 of 8 from free throws, 6 of 8 from field goal. Horford still providing for the Celtics team. I don't know how.
He's
12 points, minus 4 on the floor, 2 blocks, 1 steal, 3 assists, 10 rebounds. And Brown, 12 points, minus 12 on the floor, 7 turnovers.
He's stuck.
7 turnovers, 4 assists, 2 steals, 9 rebounds, 3 of 9 from a 3, 1 of 2 from free throw, 4 of 13 from field goal. And Marcus Smart, 10 points plus 3 on the floor, 2 steals, 6 assists, 1 rebound, 3 of 4 from free throw, 1 of 6 from 3, 3 of 11 from field goal. And
something to notice as well, like during the game,
just look at the team field goal percentage for the Celtics. 36% off 3, 33% as a squad from the floor. 33% field goal percentage for the game. That is disgusting. I don't know what happened to them.
They had an off night, but credit to the Bucks as well. Championship teams, obviously on your way to winning that championship,
up and down.
You learn a couple things as well. But they're turning on that switch during the regular season. If you look at their defensive stats, they were along the middle of the pack defensively. But looking at it from the Bulls series in the first round and forward, it seems like they turned that switch on, and they're looking more and more like that Bucks team that has won that championship.
Yes.
Absolutely, man. But based on everything that we've seen the stats, we've seen the game, what would be your prediction now for this series? Andrade.
I don't think it's going to continuously play out like this game, but if it plays out anything like this game, then Bucks in 6, maybe even Bucks in 5. I honestly think, and this is why I had the Bucks reaching the finals before the playoffs started. Like, this year is looking real good for this Bucks team. There is no real threat. Like, the Nets were like the biggest one, and they flamed out. Heat have no superstars. Sixers are the Sixers.
Okay.
Celtics are the Celtics. I think the Celtics had the best chance. And now when you look at the remaining teams, like, it's just Celtics, Heat, or Sixers, makes it even worse. Like, the Heat are the best contender, and they're not even like a true. They have no superstar. No one's gonna. Erwin, stop being biased, man. Like,
I'm not.
Be logical for once.
I am logical. It's happened multiple times.
We'll
that
see
they
how
could, but
if
we'll
they
see.
can stop Giannis. And it just seems like I don't want to say they don't got a free ride. It's still hard, but it's a good year for the Celtics. I mean, for the Bucks to repeat, like, not just make it to the finals, but repeat as champions. And honestly, that would solidify Giannis's legacy as one of the greatest of all time. He gets back-to-back champions. Everybody shuts the fuck up.
I do admit I'm a little bit biased, but man,
you are super biased, but man. You're not thinking logically.
No, but you super sweat like the whole superstar thing. If you're going just based on the superstar concept,
bro, historical evidence shows that.
That's cute.
I'm just going off historical evidence.
That's cute and all. If it was historical evidence, the Lakers have 2 superstars, Anthony Davis and LeBron James. Where the fuck are they right now?
They didn't make it to the playoffs.
I get you. They would have made it to the playoffs easily.
We're talking about the teams in the playoffs.
Okay, or fine, playoffs. Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, they're superstars. They got flamed out in four. I'm telling you,
I'm not saying it's just
more
because you're going off a terrible argument. I'm not just saying it's just superstars you need to make it. You also need the common sense things like team chemistry, dynamic, things going well. Bucks have all that. The Nets didn't have that, so that's why they flamed out. It's not because they had. It's not, superstars. Well, okay, actually, here's the best way to put it. I forgot. Colin said this because he heard it from someone else, and it stuck with him. And I that's when I was like, 1,000% agree with that.
Okay.
It's not about having superstars. It's about having the right superstars.
Okay.
When a team gets the right superstar, everything changes.
When you put it that way, then yes. They
have Giannis, and they have the right superstar for the right. I mean, they've been building around Giannis for years. You know what I mean? This team is built perfectly, not just for Giannis, but for the entire, like, how this Bucks teams plays, and they have experience, and they have also
what, the role players
history together. They've been this coach, Giannis, Middleton, and we don't even talk, but that 3 core been together for what, 5, 6.
Well, no, Jrue Holiday came last year.
Yeah, I know, but I'm talking about this. It's been a while. 6 years? 5 years?
Middleton and Giannis have been together for like 5 years.
Yeah, and when did they get the coach? Budenholzer, when did they get him? It's been years.
It's been a while.
But that's what I'm saying. You got the 2 primary players plus the coach being together that long. That is very important.
I would agree,
yeah.
given the proper respect to the Bucks. They are the champions. So obviously the East is gonna go to them. But now, so far saying that they have no threat whatsoever, I disagree.
No serious threat.
They have a serious threat. The South.
This guy's gonna cry when the Heat lose.
Yeah, you're gonna get roasted when they win.
I hope so.
Okay, barring that they're healthy. Lowry needs to.
Oh, now the excuses come in. Barring that they're healthy.
Hey, if they're healthy, they can. They're not gonna need them for the 76ers.
If Giannis goes down, the Heat are gonna win. I'll be like, no shit, Erwin.
Anybody can tell you that, man. A kindergarten that just learned what 2 + 2 can tell you that. But we're not talking about that series. But from the looks like of what I've seen, I think the Bucks are gonna win it in 6 games. However, I think the series, like every single game, is gonna be very similar to how it played right now. It's gonna be like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. The Celtics are gonna adjust, and if they manage to steal one in Milwaukee and they push it to 7 games, the Celtics can win it in 7.
I think the Celtics have to win Game 2. I think if the Celtics lose Game 2,
anybody can tell you
the series is over in 5.
4.
4.
Yeah.
Fuck. Because I could see that because like they take Game 2. No. I mean, if Bucks win Game 2, which is like, it's their home court, whatever, they're going to be the favorites. Going to Game 3, with how Tatum and Brown have a history of how they performed during clutch moments. Again, last series was one series where they dissipated that branding, but that was one series. Bigger picture, they have more series of like crumbling under pressure than not. I would be worried. And then if Bucks take Game 3, the series is over in 4 or 5, like no doubt. It's not going to 6, but that's why for me, Game 2 is a must win for the Celtics. Usually I wouldn't say that, but like no, this Bucks team is out for the kill, man. They're
scary without Middleton.
For the kill. Yeah, and not even just without. Yeah, it's just that was my biggest takeaway from this game. Like, these Bucks aren't playing around because they could have just taken it a little you know what I mean? I would have expected this game to like been tight to the end, last minute or two. You know what I mean? Like. Middleton, the first game for both teams in a minute. Like, Giannis trying to figure out, okay, how are we gonna play without Chris on the floor? But it's like, nope, we're still the same. You know what I mean? That was very Heat culture like. You know what I mean? Like, yo, we're missing Kyle, we're missing Jimmy. All good, but like this is Middleton.
Hey,
so yeah,
it's fine. It looks like we're gonna get that.
I'm hoping for you. I'm vouching for you, Boston fans, though.
Don't let me down, Milwaukee.
Because I want a good series, man. No. In the end, like I want a good series.
I do want a good series, but Milwaukee, don't let me down, man. I want that trilogy to happen. I want the Heat to have that opportunity to kick y'all asses and get revenge for that sweep last year. So that's all.
You sound like you're trying to manifest it. You sound like you're trying to force it, bro.
Yeah, I do.
Watch them lose to the Sixers.
I want that. They lose to that fat ass Harden, and I'm like,
I don't got them losing to the Sixers, but like, if they did, oh my god, man! Like, I'm like, Miami, you gotta do whatever you gotta do to distract Harden, man. Like Tootsie, Scarlets, like give Harden whatever the fuck he wants. If they lose to the Sixers, ship Jimmy out of here. I'm sorry.
Yeah, for real.
Ship him out.
Blow that shit up.
Yeah, blow everything up. Trade Tyler, trade Duncan, trade everybody.
Yeah, for real. Except Spo can stay.
Get Donovan from Utah.
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, all jokes aside, Celtics fans, how you feel about this Game 1 loss?
And I don't know why you're so concerned about the trilogy, because if they face the Celtics, bro, these are the same. That'd be another.
Oh, I hate the Celtics
Eastern
too.
Conference Finals meetup. It's a sequel. You know what I mean?
It's a win-win, man.
It is a win-win.
Boston fans are annoying as fuck, and I'm looking at you Patriots fans as well. I'm like, for the football, I'm like, if we could beat both of your asses, I'm like, that's a win-win in my situation. And I know I'm sounding biased as fuck, but I don't give a shit. All right. When it comes to that, but we're not talking about that series because it hasn't happened yet. I'm trying to manifest it. But anyways, Bucks fans, how you guys feel about this Game 1 victory? Like,
I think they're just gonna take it as like another W. Like, expected. It's true though.
Yeah, for real. Either way, guys, appreciate all the love and the hate. You guys already know. Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, all podcast streaming platforms.
Celtics fans, what do you guys think the Bucks have to do? I mean, the Celtics have to do to moving forward?
Tatum and Brown need to step it up.
Yeah, I know Boston fans be thinking they're like GMs and shit.
Yeah, for real, man. This ain't 2K, bro. But anyways, we'll catch you guys soon. For now,
take care.